If you've been producing music for any amount of time, then you know that the character of real analog synthesizers is one of the most coveted sounds any producer can have in their arsenal. Simply put, there's just nothing else like it. Except what you're hearing just now is not actually a real analog synthesizer. Instead, it's a patch I programmed in Serum 2. What's up and welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through my favorite features in Xfer Records Serum 2 and my tips and tricks for how to get it to sound as authentically analog as possible. Ever since moving away from using VSTs on my Miles Away productions to primarily hardware analog synths, I've really wondered if I'd be able to replicate the same character and vibe of real analog hardware synths inside a VST, and I think with the features that I'm gonna show you here in Xfer Serum 2, you can get really close. If you just want the sounds that you're gonna hear in this video, they're from my brand new pack, Miles Away presents Analog Dreams for Xfer Serum 1 and 2, and they also include Serum 1 compatible patches if you haven't upgraded yet. If you learned something from this video, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, everything helps, and let's get started. So diving into my favorite things about Serum 2 and how I was able to achieve these really analog sounding patches from what is maybe known as not the most analog sounding VST. Let's start off right away by going into the global settings and the voice control parameters here. Now, for those of you that don't know what voice component modeling is or what a vintage knob is on a hardware synth, essentially old hardware synths had a ton of little imperfections on a per voice basis. That is, each note you press, each key, each voice would be slightly different. And Serum 2 actually adds in one of the most intuitive voice component modeling software emulators that I've seen on any synth. Now, what this allows us to do is create either using a factory preset of different voice imperfections, or kind of make our own by, just drawing things in as much as we want, right? And then we can send each of these per voice modulations to a whole bunch of different parameters. Let's go crazy here and we'll do everything to 100, and you could hear how it turns this very nice little Prophet style brass patch into something crazy. As you can hear, every single one of these notes is basically going to be slightly different, or in this case, very differently panned, detuned, the filter cutoff, the envelope. What you can see is that this not only allows us to do cool things like stereo spread our voices, but it also allows us to simulate with a really high degree of accuracy the imperfections on a per voice basis that real analog synths have. Let's go ahead and we will make an initialized preset, and I'm going to show you just how good this can sound. So we'll do a little bit of filtering, some drive. It's a totally, sterile digital sound. Let's go ahead and we'll throw in this preset that I made called Vintage Knob Pan, and we'll kind of go crazy with everything. Again, we'll just make it really wild to overdo it. So you heard before, very sterile. Now, right? It sounds completely broken, but that is already much closer to what an analog synth would sound like. And if we dial back these parameters a little bit, let's dial this back, dial this one back a lot, the envelopes, and now we have something a bit more usable. Look at the oscilloscope. It's an incredibly rich sound, and this is just an initialized, digital wavetable, the most basic wavetable possible, going into the most basic filter possible, and we already have a sound where if we start to throw this through some reverb, and reverb will really help to tie together any sort of detuned sounds like this. The hall reverb sounds quite nice on Serum 2, I have to say. We'll throw some modulation in there, and we've got Not bad, right? So the voice component modeling on its own is already a huge upgrade from anything Serum 1 had, but they've also taken my second favorite feature from Serum 1 and essentially made it much more complex. My next favorite thing about Serum 2 for creating analog style patches is the upgraded chaos modulators. Now, if you never used the chaos modulators in Serum 1, they were in the global settings and they were essentially two random LFOs you could send places to make, chaotic modulation to emulate, again, analog imperfection. However, in Serum 2, these have been replaced with LFO 9 and 10. And as you can see, I'm sending LFO 9 and 10 to a whole bunch of different places before any of the other modulation starts. Now, if we go to LFO 9 and 10, we see that the chaos modulators are still there, but they've been massively upgraded. We still have our classic chaos shapes here. We can change the rate. But we have a whole bunch of different shapes as well, including these path shapes, which you can even create your own. Abstracts. So let me overdo what this is modulating so you can hear better. Look at the way these two oscillators are interacting. We're obviously well overdoing it, but let's go back to chaos. If we turn that down to be a bit more manageable, we can really convincingly emulate the drift and detune that happens between real analog voltage controlled oscillators, and it makes for us able to do these amazing pads like this. If we take off all of LFO 9 and 10, let's hear how sterile this sounds. I don't know if you're wearing good headphones, but for me, a lot of the life disappears from this sound. And that's why for every single one of my Serum 2 presets, I painstakingly designed the chaos modulators to modulate different things. And I highly recommend if you're trying to make analog sounds, you need to use LFO 9 and 10 chaos modulators along with this voice control, voice component modeling. All right, next up, my favorite new additions are the brand new filters. And here to test these out, we're gonna go to our acid base here because the brand new acid filter, one of many new filters, is really quite fantastic. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that filters are, in my opinion, one of the hardest things to emulate in software, and real analog filters just have such a great tone. And whether or not Serum 2 nails it, I'll leave up to you, but the filters are a huge upgrade. In particular, listen to this acid filter with this basic sequence I made, and you can hear how it's going to change and morph in a real kind of authentic, organic way. Now, I don't know if any of you are fans of the Roland 303, the founding synthesizer of acid music, but to me, that sounds like a pretty good, authentic 303 filter. Let's check out some of my other favorite ones because they're really great. The Moog ladder filter, the brand new ladder. This might sound weird for acid, but this is a great sounding ladder filter, one of the best software ladder filters I've heard. And this one should be what you kind of consider using for, many of the analog style pads, basses, chords, leads that you'd want to use because I think it's one of the best sounding Serum 2 filters. The way the drive and the resonance interact together, to my ears, is really realistic, and it's quite impressive that they've been able to code a software filter to sound like that. The last one of these I'll show you is the WSP filter. I'm not sure what it stands for, and I'm gonna stop playing this acid sequence, but this one to me is very much like a SEM filter. It's like a multi-mode filter here. Let's go to a open brass. And we'll go to Serum 2 filters, WSP. Morph the filter. right? Let's throw an LFO on here, just for fun here, and we'll get a morphing SEM style sound. We'll make it a Hertz LFO, we'll make it free, nice and slow. Add the resonance. Right. We're still gonna get a little bit of aliasing in there at high resonance settings, which is just honestly the nature of many digital plugins. I've never heard a digital filter that has zero aliasing, but to me, this WSP filter is a massive upgrade over the Serum 1 filters. And overall, the filters in Serum 2, I really think give it a huge edge towards programming more of those analog sounds that we all love. My final favorite new feature in Serum 2 is one that I used a little bit less on this pack because it's not really authentic to many analog sounds, but it's such a cool feature I had to talk about it, and that is of course the addition of the granular and multi-sample and spectral oscillators. Granular in particular is one of my favorite forms of synthesis, and let's go ahead and we'll add a granular sound to this patch and just see kind of how much it brings it to life. So the original Serum 2 was a wavetable synthesizer through and through. You could kind of cheat and make it a sampler a little bit, but here we have the ability to full-on load any samples, including our own samples, but we'll use a factory one for now. So let's go ahead and grab a vocal sample. Let's hear this. I like that one. And we have all the parameters that you'd expect on a classic granular synth here. So let's do a C major chord. Change it to loop. Let's do forward reverse loop actually. Change our density. Do a little bit of detune, the direction, offset, randomize our grains, randomize our pan. Let's change our scan. We have different warp modes as well too. We could do FM from oscillator A. Let's actually do a little bit of distortion instead. Let's put it up an octave. Change our sample. Let's go check out a piano sample. Bring it up to fifths, up an octave again. Beautiful. Let's put that into our filter. We're gonna turn down our resonance here and maybe make our morphing a little bit less insane here. Let's throw some reverb, some of the new reverb that sounds quite nice here. Adding in some vibrato with the mod wheel. Change this to our Moog filter. Beautiful. We now have dual filters, which is fantastic. So if we wanted to, for example, get a stereo filter sound, let's grab another Serum 2 ladder filter here. Pan. Bringing out the harmonics. Absolutely beautiful, but we're clipping here. And just like that, We've designed a pad that sounds, it comes from analog heritage. We've got this really authentic, all the techniques we talked about are being used, the voice component modeling, the different complex chaos modulation on here, but then we've got some really fascinating stuff that analog synths could never dream of, like this granular oscillator, this beautiful ambient reverb, the ability to mix all those together and then send them through different filters in full stereo series. Absolutely lovely. I'm actually gonna save this patch, and if you've watched so far and you enjoy this video, you can download this patch for free. But that's where I'll wrap it up for today. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please consider supporting my channel by buying my brand new Serum 2 preset pack. I think it's one of the best preset packs I've ever made. And if you like these analog sounds, I'm really confident you're gonna enjoy it. You can get it now for an intro sale price in the description below. Let's wrap the video up with just some demos of patches from my brand new Serum 2 pack that I think really go to show how analog this VST can sound.